bing, bada boom. What are we looking at today? Another one from Jolson. Proper Porter. Brewed and bottled Lakefront Brewing, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We won't hold that against them. Doesn't give a alcohol percentage. I'm going with 6. And I'm going to open it up with the second Army guy that I got from Gun Wild 1. I'm going to put this one upstairs on my desk. And it seems to work swimmingly. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Trust me, they are one of the most badass openers. Proper Porter. I see we don't need to worry about the light test. It looks very weak. I mean light. Not weak, I meant light. Has kind of almost a sweet raisin-like smell, but we don't have time for that. Cheers. It looks wimpy. Tastes pretty good. Chocolatey, like the deep roasted malts. A little bit of a raisin flavor. So you guys that saw the battle box, and I just John Solar. I need to get together with John Solar. I need John's help. I want to find a little bit of something. Oh yeah, what was I asked about? If I tilt the TV, yeah. I suppose if I shimmed up the back, I could get rid of the glare. Otherwise, I'll just not have that light. But I'm already having light issues. So it would look like I don't know. It's kind of moody, really. I feel good about it. Got this. Let's see. Let's just give this a try. I don't care. Who cares if you see me, really? As long as that shows up, it's like ding dong. Well, don't mind if I do. So I was about to say, the battle box, Mission 47, new year, new gear. Overall, I'll be 100% honest. Overall, I liked it because almost everything from that kit has already been put into one of my 2 bug-up bags. The tourniquet, I actually decided to put in with one of my bags so that you always have a tourniquet with something that you have. Several of you guys, I know, you wear them. You got them in your cargo pants. You always have a tourniquet on you. Smart move. I already have, extra mags and guns and knives and multi-tools and tools and that kind of shit. So, but if you could tell, I asked, I specifically asked one question. Actually, I said if you have any questions, leave them down below. But if you have something, what do you think of the Knife of the Month Club? Here's a fast Joey recap. Joey doesn't have this one. Joey doesn't have this one. The Kudaman. If I can figure out a better way to carry this, I probably would carry this one a lot. I'm not sure. I think Joey might have the Tops Cub. This is another one of my personal favorites. I don't think Joey has this one. I'm not sure if Joey has this one. Joey might have this one. don't think Joey has this one. I know for a fact that Joey doesn't have this one. Joey has this one though. Oh, isn't it adorable? So let me ask you something. Both these knives are supposedly the same price. Now, you know, this one does have titanium scales. And it's, whatever the hell it was, SN 565-308, continuously forged, heat-treated tin. But let me be completely honest right now. If I didn't know that this was like a $20 knife and this one was a $120 knife, and you said, Eric, I got a couple extra knives, you go ahead and pick the one that you want. Would you take this? Or would you take this? I'm just asking. Joey's got this one though. I guess and Joey also has this one. I don't know, Joey. There's questions on I think Smile Money asked. I don't think you can have an auto knife in Minnesota, and I really don't give a fuck because I have off the top of my head I know I have two for sure. The one that Tardisius gave me in Out the Ender, and this, which Smile Money I think is splendidly ironic. I don't have one down here right now, and I don't think. I mean, granted, this doesn't have a button on it or anything, but this one's kind of tight. That's what she said, Wade. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, if you walked up to me right now and said, you can have one of the two of these, which one would you rather have? I'd take this one any day. I may not have titanium scales. It's, right off the bat, it's actually sharper than this. You can shave, I guess. You can. I mean, I love the Tanto tip and all, but the whole knife is smaller than the other knife that I have with a Tanto tip on it. So, Joey, I didn't mean to be a smart ass or anything. It just goes to show that every single time Joey decides to put his account in suspension, it's a guarantee that Eric's gonna get a good knife, and as soon as Joey fucking reactivates, fucking Joey. Okay. This is a fast recap though. Actually last month was this one. The Real Steel. This one that Joey also didn't get. This one is this one's pretty badass. I mean, this is the ultimate camp butter knife. Oh, yeah. I barely shaved with it, but I did manage to cut myself. What? Sorry. I'd have to honestly say, in the time that I've been doing the battle boxes, the Real Steel is hands down my favorite. Then the Kudeman, and then the Tops knives. Tops knives are freaking awesome. I think Joey does have all of them, because I think there was one more in between these in sizes, and Joey has those. So I do like the Gerber. I'm actually thinking about mounting this up on one of my get out setups. I like the radios. I really like the radios. Probably gonna start keeping one with me all the time because of the weather feature. And I think I made the comment the other day after watching Cobra. Cobra inspired me to give another go with my alien gear, and I told you guys that I did 2 days with this. I did Friday and Monday working, so that was everything I'm doing. Built a bathroom, put in four doors, did a little flooring work, so up and down, laying under a vanity. Actually, I had a chance to do one with both. Assembling a vanity with the sink and the drain and everything while wearing this one, and then today I decided to use the holster that I got from Pete. Right now it is in this holster. Well, not this holster. A holster just like this one. This is the one that our Tardisius sent, and he said to do what I wanted with it. And I'll use it to somehow make money for Justin. I just haven't but yeah, this works good for actually a lot of the guns that I have work good with this particular setup. This is what I have on my side that I'm wearing with this right now. But after 2 days in a row of working with the alien gear, and then switching over to the holster that Pete made me, I forget the gun is on my side with Pete's holster. Both of them are inside the waistband, and Pete's holster just kicks ass all over the alien gear. Just, I pretty much never forgot that I had my gun on my side with this versus Pete's holster. So still a good holster. I mean, don't get me wrong, but they are literally day and night for comfort. Literally day and night. I took this off my work pants, and I know I kind of go in streaks with guns, but the one gun that I seem to keep returning to is the 5906. There's just something so frickin' sexy. Yes, Stephen Bush, if I could afford to, and I knew which ones need to go on here, I'm sure Jay over at Elite Ammunition would already know the answer to this. I would update it with a set of night sights. Like I was telling Jolson, when I took that piece of shit mag disconnect out of it, I tried the best that I could to not mar up the sight, but holy shit, this was the most difficult sight removal I have ever done, and I don't have a universal sight pusher, so I had to do it old school. I used the gas block tool from the AR and rested the gun in there and just used a punch. I punched the shit out of it. Comments. Bunch of you missed the I Heart Club. Stalker Steve, Big Jeff, Rich, Fu Master Chew. Shark ZF6, not trying for the I Heart Club, but had a funny damn comment on it. Laugh out loud, put the opener in your lunchbox. First was Aunt Keck. Second was Aunt Keck saying first. Guess he just wanted to, double do it. Then, of course, Multi-Gun Man's congratulating him. Second was Gun Wild 1. Second, holy shit, I'm getting better at this. And then, of course, and Keck had to go in and say congrats, and Multi-Gunman, and Smile Money. Oh, Smile Money's saying, well, I posted in the middle of the night, so people like Jeff had the advantage. And Keck, guys. Matt Davis, turd. Well, you were third. James Kronk, saying third, actually being fourth. Matt, third. Ben N, 10th. What in the actual fuck? Well, actually, you were 5th. So, you did twice as good as you thought you had. See? See? Yeah. You know what's the bitch part, though, is... wow. What it's like to get to the back of this TV to put shims under those legs. Bearded CB, 6th. Johnny Concho, top 10. Bearded CB, I blame Scotsman's chat and notification didn't pop up. I would blame Scotsman too, asshole. Bearded CB, looks like MP5 Baywatch Brew Babe. I know that would do with her berry. Or cherry. Cherry, berry, you know, what's the difference? Bearded CB, and of course Eric keeps blocking the Brew Babe. See, that's why it's hard to have a guest. Really, it is. Gunwild, the gas tube might be clogged or the gas hole is blocked. Yeah, I said gas hole. Finally, people leaving comments timely to okay. Here's what I know as of right now. That day, I regret one thing. Well, I regret multiple things. I didn't consider failure. I regret not trying my other magazine that I had out there with my regular, like a regular Magpul mag. The only thing that I tried was the other mag. This is another Brownells retro mag. It does indeed last shot lock open. Well, actually, to be totally honest, I don't know that, but watching the video, the gun is cycling. Now, in the last brew review, one of the things I don't know if I did it on camera or not. No, I don't think I did. I did because I was curious myself, because one of the things that I was experiencing with this is I noticed that the stock hadn't completely locked up, and it actually pushed forward, and I think there was some old Loctite either in the stock or whatever, and the screw was a pain in the ass to get it to finally tighten up. Then I started thinking, okay, so I pulled the buffer and the spring out of it, and I checked down in there, and it did not look like the screw head. It didn't look like the screw head was sticking out past the back of the stock to possibly cause it to short stroke. I did check the buffer that was in here, and I didn't see any marring on the plastic end of it. Now, what I did do is, just for the fun of it, I did shorten this screw up, and I put a different buffer and spring in it. I have verified that the gas system is working perfectly. I simply plug the barrel, I take the A1 off of here and blow down the barrel. Well, with your finger blocking it, the air has to go somewhere, and if it goes freely, you can hear it coming out the gas tube. So I know that the gas system is working unobstructed. It should. I mean, this is like one of the most bulletproof setups. I mean, now I have seen it where might be some debris, you know, from some milling or something weird happens and debris gets in there. The other thing, but being that it goes forward with zero hesitation. I've had it where it's hesitated before, and when you pop it open and look at the gas tube was bent, and it was actually causing it to not stop, but resistance when the carrier goes forward. Being that it's locking back, and it's locking back right there, you still get a little bit more movement even beyond that. So, right now, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that maybe something was wrong with that mag. So, I will be bringing another mag with me. I'm going to, in the event that it shoots right now with a different mag and it functions properly, I'll bring the other mag with to double check. Otherwise, the other buffer and spring seem to be identical to this. There just doesn't appear to be any reason that this wasn't functioning perfectly. So if I go back out right now and try different mags and experience the same problem, I am going to have to start consulting some experts, because I didn't have a whole bunch of shit with me, because again, I didn't have failure as an option in my thoughts. This, unfortunately, being that this is Steve's rifle and it's killing me, this is the first time I have ever had a failure on a build that had anything to do with the NIHAP buttonnet. I have never had a failure. Actually, off the top of my head, I have never had a failure on a rifle that I've put together, except for my little kind of Frankenstein gun. And as soon as I swapped over to this exact, well, not this exact carrier, but a DRG manufacturing carrier, now that gun, you haven't seen the video yet, but even Matt was impressed with how frickin' smooth functioning that gun is. It ran awesome. And that has a DRG manufacturing bolt carrier in it, heavy bolt carrier, and it has the DRG comp on the end of it. Sorry, John Huber. John's brake, I personally think, probably would outperform that one, but the DRG brake looks awesome. I love the way that it looks. So, all I can do is try going out again, and next time I go out, I will have multiple magazines. I will have the other spring and bolt carrier, because if for some reason I load up this mag and all of a sudden it works, then I want to put the other spring and carrier into this and see, because if it does, then it could actually just be that magazine. All joking aside, with all the problems that they had with the first generation of these rifles, the guys, and because I think the comment has been made even in one of our groups, is that I truly built a retro rifle because it doesn't function right. Well, wait, there's more. I put it on the table just to see if Stalker Steve would notice. Real Cobra Burnout, thank you once again. He did a video and he gave a couple of links, and I went over to now I'm drawing a blank. Deltone, and picked up the cleaning kit for Steve, and this is the one that goes in his ass. I don't know if this is exactly how it would look if it was the real deal. It's got the rods. It actually has two 223 brushes in it, or brushes in it, and it also has the chamber style one. So I don't know what's really in these, but so yeah, I picked that up for Steve. Oh, and it also has the little oil thing. If Steve, if you want to put oil in this, it's all up to you, man. I'm not going to put oil in it because I don't want it to open and end up. I mean, obviously, it's not going to matter if it shows up to you slathered in oil. And Keck, where's Joey? He's working the corner, says Multi-Gun Man. Aloma Company, top 5 maybe. I'll take it. Maybe not. Mr. Holster, 9th. So that would make Aloma Company 8th. 9th individual to comment. First to comment while taking toxic medication. That reminds me. I gotta talk to John. I mean, we can start a non-Snowflake Melter. Oh, and in case I don't know if I mentioned this or not. Yes, indeed, one of the people that was invited to join Snowflake Melter was the person that reported it, and which is why we had the problems. So, I'm not saying it's one of you. I know it's probably not one of you guys, but somebody invited by us to participate was the person that reported Snowflake Melter to Facebook. It wasn't a bot. It was an actual person. You know, and I'm not just joking to be just to laugh it off. I joke because I feel what a pathetic person. And guess what? It actually it didn't necessarily make things easier, but it made things less that you can fuck with us, I guess. You know, the fear of oh my God, you're trying to you're showing or selling or whatever a regulated item. You know, okay, regulated. How does things change? Because first of all, if the pathetic basement dweller that that reported it and you didn't succeed in anything because that fucking person did not count on John Solar. John Solar backs up everything. As fast as they can delete it and make you think that they've done something, boom, John Solar was back up with Snowflake Melter in like 10 minutes. But yeah, that one was a fundraiser for Mr. Holster. The money was transferred to him that day that we did the drawing, or the night that we did the drawing. And the next one, I probably should let Bill my FFL, because I bought it from Palmetto, and it's going to my FFL. And when we pick a winner, it'll be going back with Bill. Bill must just love this shit. He just gives it to me for a week or so, and then I bring it back up there and he sends it on to the winner. Yeah, the next one is going to be an AK-47, pretty sweet looking one. So, and that one will be another fundraiser for Mr. Holster. I would like to take the reins and do one for what we were originally doing them for, you know, but as long as I have friends in need, that will take priority. Mr. Holster, a minute 40, and once again the guest sips the beer as the reviewer babbles. Y'all are just now from Wade. Y'all are. Wait, I think you ended up with that as a reply to Mr. Holster. I don't think he wanted it as a reply to Mr. Holster, but Wade says you all are just figuring out what I've known about SKSs for decades. Fucking kids. Fine, but here's the thing, Wade. You can take even something like this. You know, this goes all the way back. This goes all the way back to the 60s. And this, I think, still today, looks tactical as hell. I mean, the more Steve, I gotta figure out what the fuck is wrong with this and get this the hell out of here and to you. Because thing is just like sex. Now I'm not, Wade, I'm not saying that this isn't sexy, because trust me, in its way, this thing is sexier than hell. But originally, I didn't look at this as a piece of sex. I looked at this as, you know, what it was. You know, it's just a workhorse. It's a something to level the field, no pun intended, for your country. And being that I had never shot it, but I tell you, not only do I think this is absolutely beautiful, and this is the one time that the lighting doesn't pay off. Not only do I think that this is one of the most sexy looking rifles that I have, but you know, I had considered it to be a safe queen, and then losing Ed made me come to the realization that Ed would kick my ass. Ed would not be happy knowing that this just sat there. So getting the opportunity to get out and shoot it, and then just realize what an absolute tack driver this thing is. So yes, Wade, you are absolutely right. And you know, it's got even all sorts of little cool things. It's got another kind of a big dot that flips up. I don't know if that's just primary. Nope, that would have nothing to do with the. That would have nothing to do with the launcher. What the hell did I do? Oh, there you go. This thing is just... Oh, I see what they do. If you're going to use a grenade launcher, you have to definitely take and move the gas first. But yeah, it's Wade. I cannot wait to get out and shoot that again. It's that freaking awesome. Aunt Keck, Sailor Jerry is gay. Mr. Holster, so it truly is correct. It is truly a correct AR retro build. Yeah, there it is. Gunwild, Matt. So okay, knows about Looney Tunes. Now, if he knows who Mr. Magoo is, I'll be impressed. Unfortunately, he's not here. Maybe he'll read that. Hopefully, between me and you, we'll get him to stop saying clip. Still works. Still works, Jeff. Second time, still good. Doesn't come off as though it's light on carbonation, but I think you could probably pour this pretty aggressive and not worry about overfloweth. Multi-Gunman beer. How the fuck did I get here? I was looking for whiskey. It happens. James, have you tried any South Louisiana craft beers? Not that I'm aware of, James. I'm assuming you're like, if I said, have you had any Duluth, Minnesota craft beers? because there's so many awesome things that are right here, but they can't keep up with us, so it doesn't go beyond a very small radius. Fumesh 12. Well, I was late on this one. Just finished watching The Dirty Dozen. Classic flick. Absolutely. Rich again. Don't feel bad. I had some issues with the C93 Sporter today too. I hate that. Johnny Concho, first and last in the same brew review, winning. I call mezcal. Oh, sorry. I have some. Laugh out loud. I don't. Otis 71. Did you swap upper lowers while out to narrow down the problem? No, I did not. Which means I don't know. The weather wasn't really awesome either, but yeah, next time I go out, I will be prepared to try. I have the other retro upper, and that has a completely different bolt carrier and a whole different setup on it. So if that upper works on that lower, would rule out the buffer and the spring and blah blah blah. I'll bring another AR out so I could, literally take, that upper off and put it on. Yeah, I'll be a little bit better prepared. I carry one. Were you shooting 223 ammo in the retro? Nope. I actually brought the Winchester. I think it was 55 grain 5.56. If so, it doesn't develop as much chamber pressure as 5.56 military grade ammo. Less gas tube pressure with 223 ammo could be the reason the bolt isn't cycling back quite far enough to pick up the next round. Just a thought. Now I know I had 5.56, and from watching the video, it looked like it was cycling fine, but compared to Matt's rifle, it was a lot harder to tell. In the case of Matt's rifle, you could definitely see the carrier come all the way back and then not pick up a round. Magpul mags, tried one of mine, which I know I've used with the JP with no problem. McLean 5179, I know when it's lovemaking time when the wife comes to me with her squeegee and safety goggles. McLean 5179, I have a crush on the beer babe. His name is Matt. Oh my God. Stephen Hobson Lead. Sounds like a short stroke or a mag issue if it doesn't pick up a round but ejected. I had my first AR pistol upper do the same thing. The gas tube was off center. See, I don't think it was hitting the screw holding the stock on, but like I said, to narrow that down, I checked where the carrier came back to with and without the screw in there, and it looked like the exact same spot. But just to make sure, I took well over 1/8 of an inch off of the fastener and put it back in. So Matt Davis, Magnum primers and wax bullet pop. Wade, during Vietnam War, Army snipers used SKSs. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Joey, you know if Matt is going to be your co-host like Stephen Bush had Jesse, he needs to come up with a gimmick. Like Jesse had the belly. No, we don't need to even talk about that. Wade. Wade, you're all just figuring out why my SKS above all, why I love my SKS above all other rifles. Smart Money is absolutely right. 3 guns did not work, but the old school SKS demonstrated how it's done. Smart Money, Matt is wrong about the generation thing. None of the bullshit is in regulation. It's only in social media. The millennials have more time to waste in mommy's basement. You know, since he's not here and I can pick on him, I actually won't, because he is, you know, he's a very responsible person. He actually lives with his grandparents to help them, and right now, his grandfather in dealing with his health issues, definitely. I mean, Matt could be out every single night tearing up the planet, you know, striving for that 3-foot shot. Well, she has goggles and safety goggles and a squeegee, and yet his priority is to his grandparents. And he's also a father and spends as much time as he can with his son. So I actually salute him. Of the millennials, I put him at the least of their problems. You know, if we can just get him mag. You know, it's called a mag well, not a clip well, for a reason, Matt. And Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig, I did tell him exactly what you said. Clips load mags, mags load guns. Jolson, we need more cowbell and shots. I don't know if this got reloaded or not. There's only one way to find out. There's at least 2 in it. Jolson, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries. They do. Stalker Steve, top 50, screw it. I ain't counting. Stalker Steve, it's okay if there's a glitch. It's worth it to think your lips wrapped around the barrel and blowing. I think it's a conspiracy just so you can shoot it more. Trust me. And ask Matt. It was definitely a mood changer. The only plus about the whole thing is after that went to shit, I actually wasn't the SKS wasn't the next thing I shot. I actually shot my 5.56 just to see if my thoughts that there was something hinky about that bolt carrier, and the DRG manufacturing bolt carrier just made it run like a silk clock, John Solar, like a silk clock. It's my money. Ice cream beer again. YMCA. It's fun to tuck your sausage at the YMCA. Stalker Steve, it's all good. Just ordered all the parts to build my own rifle. Just saying. Oh, then you won't need this one. I'll just take this and just kidding. Smile money. Okay. We're all taking odds as the was the target 75 yards, 100 yards, 125 yards, or was that feet? My guess is Eric's estimates. Those pings were really loud. Conspiracy theory. I set the stop sign at 75 yards. At a bare minimum, it was 75 yards. And then that's the only video you've seen so far. That was with the SKS. I tell you, I don't know if it was the wind or what, but even shooting that, the hit on the steel sounded like it was like 7 feet, 5 inches. Smile money. No, it was all of 75, and then when we pulled out the 308, Matt went and moved the plate as far back as we pretty much could with the brush and everything, and that was probably more like 125 yards, and with his 308, that was no problem at all. Which actually made me feel pretty good, because he took his deer with that rifle with a red dot on it. Then he went and bought a scope, had nothing but problems, said that he couldn't get, I think it was right windage, was dialed as far as he could get it to move, and he still wasn't anywhere on paper. So he asked me to take a look at it. I didn't change a single setting on the scope, so I don't know if he re-zeroed it or not, but I remounted it. I said remounted. I remounted it on the rifle just like I would if it was my own. So I moved the rings as far out as I possibly could to utilize as, you know, why have them sitting right next to each other? You know, if there's a little flaw in the scope or whatever, I mean, it was like $100 scope that he put on there. I moved the rings out as far as they would go, and then I reset them in the rings and leveled the turret for the, it wasn't even a challenge at 125 yards. Stalker Steve, catch the rest of the show at work. Hee hee. Gillian 426, check the bolt carrier on Steve's rifle. I had two that had slight burrs on the face of the bolt carrier, causing the same issue that you have. I looked at the carrier. There was no odd marks. There's no marks on the inside of the upper. But when I go back out again, I am going to have like double of everything, just to rule everything out. Mike again, Google play Blowfly Frost the Snowman. Oh. Hey Google, play Frost the Snowman by Blowfly.
Sorry, something went wrong. When you're ready, give it another try.
Hey Google, play Frost the Snowman by Blowfly.
Sorry, something went wrong. When you're ready, give it another try.
Hey Google, what's the weather right now?
Right now in Duluth it's 17 degrees and cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 19 and a low of 7.
Woo! Smoking. Sorry, Mike, didn't work. Gillian again. Try an H2 rifle buffer and chrome spring buffer spring. Well, you know, see, being that it's a, you know, the A1 or A2 setup, I'm kind of governed a little bit. I'll figure it out. Mike again, on Matt's rifle, I would drill a dimple on the barrel for the set screws and blue Loctite. The barrel had 2 set screws, or should I say the gas block had 2 set screws. The manufacturer dimpled one of them, but it didn't look like there was any Loctite, and I put some red Loctite on it. So that bitch is staying on there. Jolson, flaming Dr. Pepper, you homo. Laugh out loud. Well, yeah, I gotta get the rest of the ingredients, I guess. Jolson, need to change the locks on the doors. That other guy is making these way too long and bother watching even at twice the speed. Laugh out loud. Jolson, you should divide that into 2 videos. You're selling yourself short, homegirl. I suggested that, actually. Jolson, bring it to Jolson's Guns and we can get it running. Probably. If you weren't so damn far away. Of course, in retrospect, you're not really. Jolson, I have more issues out of my GI metal magazines than plastic hex and Magpul mags. See, I know. That's why I kind of kicked myself for not trying another mag. Why I didn't, I have no idea. Maybe Steve is right, and I was just looking for a reason to go shoot it one more time. Jolson, the great thing about shooting at the farm is there's a fireplace stoked up at all times. So you can shoot a mag or a couple of shots and then walk back inside and then step out the back porch and do it again. That would be nice. This was well over a block from where my truck was parked to where we were shooting through 2.5 feet of snow. And it was cold. Jay on the Blueberry one, new creator studio is such bullshit. I force it to run the old one and it's not like I'm doing a ton of shit. Every time they change something it just gets worse. Gunwild. Stalker Steve isn't having a better day than you now that he knows his dream rifle doesn't work. Way to go. You modified it until it didn't work. Smile money. Laugh out loud. Gunwild. You're going to test the rifle again the next time you go to the range. So we weren't joking when you told Steve that you'll need 5 or 6 years to vet the rifle. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Jay, again, haha, sweet new hashtag. Speaking of that, I think I'm now 2 of your brewery reviews behind. Jay, late, last, 2 tickets towards the pistol. Hashtag, attorney, shut the fuck up. You bought 2 tickets towards the pistol? I haven't gone over to check Justin's final mission in a while. Bearded CB, 1 hour and 17 minutes. Well, not the longest, but definitely not short. Whiskey. See, I don't, I don't have anything down here. Bearded CB. Hey Google, why does YouTube really suck nowadays?
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's because you suck too. Beard CB. So, original review was sub 40 minutes, and Matt's over, then 1 hour and 17 minutes. I'm seeing a pattern here. Bearded CB, haha, sausage tuck. Stalker Steve, with all this blow talk. Bearded CB, and of course Eric is quicker to draw. At least that's what she said. Bearded CB, like you guys lack range, ammo, and time to try to shoot 100 yards. Yeah, I wish I could find somewhere around here. I know there's somebody's got some farm property that would probably be okay with it, but Beard CB, who knows, maybe had factory gunk in the gas tube and Steve's rifle, and by the time you got home, the crud got worked out. Honestly, no idea. Beard CB, so Matt got to plug the hole during Eric's blow session. There's a vid on Pornhub. J fucking ARs, it's why I like fails and AKs more. I got nothing on that one. Bearded CB, hashtag be like Ed. Absolutely. Cheers, be like Ed. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. All I have down here is amaretto right now. And beer. Well, no. Scotsman, I just got one of those brews in the mail from another YouTuber. Nice. What did you think of it? Gabriel Kayla? You are the first reviewer of this new beer. Not even Ronald Fort has reviewed this beer in his channel, and that was Voodoo Ranger. Voodoo Ranger I reviewed in September. I don't think Voodoo Ranger is anything new, unless there's a a different release of it. But you're never gonna see this. You're never gonna see this, Gabriel. So I'll leave a comment over on that one. Jade, lead ammunition. Well, yep, done in well under an hour at 1.75. Gabriel again. My total wine store in Phoenix, Arizona is 10.99% a 6-pack, 12-ounce cans. Awesome. Your Hornet Fixer, CAC. And with the last comment, Joey Cuz, you made a New York compliant retro build. Hey, did you see what Joey got this month? Penito. I'm not even sure this is New York compliant. Hey Joey, did you actually get one of these in the box? That's Matt next door asking if I'm doing a brew review today. Matt, I'm done doing a motherfucking review. I'm going for the iHeart Club. Blam. And in the iHeart Club is Johnny Concho. Any room in the iHeart Club and free beer? Sure, come on over. I'll arrange something. Gunwild, it's gotta be iHeart Club time. Cheers, bitches. Cheers, Jeff. Bearded CB, iHeart Club time. Bearded CB. And the last member in the iHeart Club is Smile Money. Drinking again. Matt must not have emptied the little fridge. Bonus. Smile Money stands as the last comment. This stands as the last of the second beer, Mr. Holster. Where am I going to put proper porter from Lakefront Brewery? First of all, my original guess was, 6% alcohol? I'm hoping it's over 5, but I don't think it's over 6. And it doesn't say on here. Either way, for a porter, it's not bad at all. It's got decent flavor. After a couple, I'd have a couple more. I'm personally going to give this for a porter. I'm going to give this a 9. Thank you, Jolson. And I have no idea who sent it, so there was a little concern that that maybe it wasn't the smartest move, but somebody, and unless I talked to someone and there was alcohol involved and I forgot, which I apologize, somebody sent, and I'm not even kidding, I think it was the large. I have to go look. It might have been the medium. A flat rate shipping box with 4 big Ziploc bags of boiled peanuts. Came from somebody named Scott in Georgia. But I also think it said something about eBay on it. So I have no idea who sent the boiled peanuts. They were just regular boiled peanuts. And I'm hoping I'm gonna live. But I bitch ate one of the bags of them last night. That was basically what my dinner was. I'm going to bring another bag of them to work tomorrow, so if someone's trying to kill me, you're going to get Greg as collateral damage. Steve had 4 peanuts too and said boiled peanuts are not for me, and Christine won't even. She says the bag smells like socks. So, okay, guys, cheers. And John, if you solar, I got to remember to talk to you about giving me a hand, trying to figure out a way. That would be titties and ass to spruce up the next battle box video. And again, you know, thoughts on that? I mean, they say that knife is $120. Cheers, guys.